I'm Tonya Nanthavong, and this is Lessons in Love, the Ebb and Flow of Intimacy. Breathe. With your hands on my hips and your face in my chest. Breathe, girl, breathe. There's so much more left. You're the smile on my face and the pride in my step. Come on back to earth, girl. You ain't seen nothing yet. I breathe you in, your smell, your touch, your face. This overwhelming love cannot be replaced. Every time I breathe, now it seems so cosmic and complex. But all is good with your hands on my hips and your face in my chest.
Hi, I am Nikki Note, and you are watching In the Know. Today, I have the pleasure of having Tonya Nanthavong with me today. Not only is she a good friend of mine, but she is a mother, a nurse, an entrepreneur, a speaker, a motivator, and now a newfound author. Hey, Tonya.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, I thank you for being here. So, oh my God, so now not only do you have this, are you a nurse? You now are a newfound author. What brought this book about?
So Lessons in Love, the Ebb and Flow of Intimacy has kind of been in the works for many, many years. So I've been writing since I was really young, since I was about 7 years old, kind of to myself. When I was 10, I actually started entering poetry contests because a teacher kind of forced me to do that and kind of got me out of my shell. So this particular book has kind of been over the years of things I've wrote about once I got into adulthood and started experiencing things in relationships. It talks about the ups and downs, the things that we go through, the good things, the bad things, and everything in between.
Awesome. Because we all know that love is definitely a roller coaster.
Absolutely.
For sure. So this book is personal?
Yeah, some of it is. So it's definitely a roller coaster. So there are ups and downs. It's not, when we're in love, it's not a flat line. It is an up and down, and that's where the ebb and flow comes from. Yes, some of it is very personal. Some of it is personal experiences. Some of it is conversation I've had, and people have sharing their experiences with me, and then it ignites or sparks something in my mind to write about.
Awesome. So with Lessons in Love, because definitely I can use a few lessons because
can't we all?
I'm definitely not a pro. But if I read this book, tell me in the book, what would I get out of it?
I think the main thing that I wrote this book for is to evoke feeling. So my wish is that when people read this book, that they are actually feeling it. They remember that experience, good or bad. Hey, I remember when I was that deep in love. I remember feeling that way and kind of reminiscing about that experience, what it feels like to be in love. Or I remember when I was going through that rough time, and guess what? I'm still here and I got through it. So really is to evoke feeling and evoke emotion and to remember how far we've grown.
And that's I think it's important, is the fact that when you can sit back and you can read. So basically, let's get into the book a little bit. Okay. The book is it's a book of poetry.
It's a book of poetry, exactly, from different experiences, some good and some bad. So we all have experienced things in love. Some things we're proud of, some things we're not proud of. And that's what this book talks about through a poetic way.
With this book and Lessons in Love, we hurt a lot, and then after we hurt, we give up on love.
That's right. Yeah.
Would you say that love hurts or people hurt? Which one you feel?
I believe that people hurt. Love is pure, and to me, love is everything. So I think that people hurt. I think we become hurt from relationships. We become hurt from things we expect or things we don't get in relationships. And then when we hurt and we haven't healed, we go on to hurt other people.
This is, it's Valentines.
That's right.
So this is the episode of love, and you're giving us the ebb and flow of love.
That's
so
right.
which poem would you like to share with us?
So I will say this. I will say if people are reading this book and they have their copy before Valentine's, I would suggest reading This Room. This Room is kind of spicy and seductive. It's sultry and it makes you do this.
It makes you fan yourself, Lord Jesus.
So I would say This Room is good for the ladies and the gentlemen to read and kind of like, whoa, okay.
Okay.
So,
you know, I feel like, let's talk about Valentine's a little bit.
okay.
A lot of gentlemen go out here and they want to purchase a good gift for their girlfriends or wives or their significant other, vice versa.
Yeah.
And we typically tend to go out and purchase the most common things, which are flowers, candies, a bear, so on and so forth. And you tell me what your idea gift would be.
Oh, man. My idea gift, I think my idea gift, because I am so busy and I'm always doing something, would be something relaxing. So kind of being catered to a little bit. Having, you know, a nice dinner, some wine, and just relaxation and spending that time with that other person.
I agree, because this is what we're going to call the Nikki Note. The Nikki Note, as you know, my name is Nancy Nicole, but I prefer to be called Nikki at times. The Nikki Note is, please, gentlemen, do not go to the grocery store and pick up the first flowers you see. I love flowers.
Agree.
Now, I love
agree
flowers.
with that.
I do. Tonya,
Yes,
I
do
love
too.
flowers, but they have a tendency to die. So
That's right.
I sit there and I tell my significant other, I said, please, you can buy me some flowers. I appreciate it. But if you're going to spend $50, spend $50 on something that I can keep.
Yes, I'm with you. Or get creative with the flowers. Pull me a bubble bath, put the flowers in, put it on the bed. Do something else with the flowers.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
So I said, you know, either give me some perfume,
Yes.
give me some wine, give me some jewelry, and it doesn't have to be a diamond. It's something nice that I could wear. I'm fine with that. Yeah. So, but also I think the key gift for today that someone can get out and get is the lessons in love.
That's right.
The ebb and flow of intimacy. This is a perfect gift. It's priced greatly, not too expensive, and you are going to feel what true love is about.
That is true. And you can share it with one another. So this is, before I put this book out, I made sure it wasn't just for women. So I actually had men read it, I had women read it, and I wanted their feedback. And actually the guys were the ones that were like, Tonya, this is like amazing. Like, you know, not only are you a good writer, but I felt it. And, you know, so I questioned the guys a little bit more because I was curious to see, you know, women, we're emotional, right?
Yes,
and we're gonna feel these emotions. I wrote this from a woman's perspective. So I kind of knew to some degree what I was gonna get back from the women. But to hear the guys come back and say, Tonya, no, we feel the same way, we just don't express it. But I felt everything that you wrote in here.
It's a beautiful book.
So I think this is a great way, like you said, for both the guys and the girls to experience it together.
Well, Tonya, you let us know how we can purchase the book and how we can get in touch with you.
Absolutely. So you can actually purchase the book on Amazon.com. You can pull it up, Lessons in Love, The Ebb and Flow of Intimacy. You can search it by my name, Tonya Nanthavong, and it's available on Amazon.com.
And how can we reach you?
And you can reach me at lessonsinlovebook@gmail.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much for giving me your time, Tonya. I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching In the Know with Nancy Nicole. If you would like to be a guest or you have any idea of products, please reach me at facebook.com/Nancy Nicole 1. Again, facebook.com, Nancy Nicole 1. You are now in tune.